What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Aqua Solutions. Thank you guys again for tuning in for another live video. So as you guys can see my screen right here. I'm going to be talking about one of these ETFs, and it has not been showing any signs of confirmation just yet. We've talked about UGAZ itself. It's on a consistent downtrend. One of the things that we really like about this one is the scalps that it has back up. With that being said, it's already showing signs of a reversal. As you guys can see, it's starting to show signs of a reversal. I'm waiting for the break above $7 to get that full-fledged confirmation for a swing trade. We already have a couple traders that have been buying in from the low, 650s, and have been riding it up since then. With that being said, yesterday, it had a really strong day, but it did build a resistance at around 690, and it has not been able to really break that. So that is going to be necessarily the price point that I'm aiming to break today, from 690 to $7, and then I can add a couple, $1,000 more to my position. I just wanted to show you guys again the similar pattern. It's we've talked about it numerous times, and just being patient. That's one of the most difficult parts, I think, for a lot of traders. They're like, okay, well, what the heck? I'm just gonna go in, and it's gonna go up, right? I mean, it doesn't have to go up, and that's the thing that everyone has to understand. So that's why I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for the break of resistance above $7, confirming that uptrend pattern, and then most likely leading to anywhere from around $8.50 to $9 for the overall resistance, which offers nearly up to 40% potential depending on where it is that you buy in. We have already people nearly up 10% from their entry point because they got in sub 650. But I also wanted to talk about one other one. The one that did very good yesterday that isn't doing that hot today is XXII. So XXII went from 265 yesterday to 293. It broke that resistance just like we called it out on our Sunday stock talk of 250, and it's been on an uptrend ever since. It did hit somewhat of a resistance at $3. The thing that I noticed that it did not do last time is that when it was showing the signs, Hawk just went above 35.55. Last time that it saw the signs of of upward momentum, it was able to push through, and it didn't have that necessarily like that resistance. It had that resistance when it passed $3, and then it came back, and it did have a little bit of a pullback. But with that being said, it didn't really have that much of an issue to push right through that $3 price point. This time, that $3 price point is much more relevant to acting as a resistance. And I'm still in on my position. I could potentially cover profits if I see that resistance is too strong today. But one thing that I do see is that, do you guys see this consolidation, this peak that it's having right around 290? It looks like it tried to hit it today right at market open. It has up 289. But was not able to do it during pre-market lows. That's around 277. That's somewhat of a support, but realistically, it could continue trending down. There's no question about that. Yesterday's lows were a little bit lower than that. It hit lows where it started from lows of 270, 265. But I think as long as we stay around the 270 area to 278, and it continues to hold above that, then we can get some consolidation around $3. And if we could really see that it's not going to break it, then that's where I'm going to be like, okay, I feel comfortable covering my profits because I'm up, much more than what I expected to be in this shorter period of time with my smaller position on XXII. Let's go ahead and follow up with BZUN. This is one of our top callouts for yesterday, and it was up, I believe, 3% from market open. So let's go ahead and check that out. The 6%, 6.61. And looking at it big picture, because that's how we saw this potential, looks like there's a resistance around 32, having a little bit of a pullback. It is a little overextended, right? Just like it was last time, but then it did some consolidation. Wait for a potential bounce at around $31. That's where I think it could most likely bounce at. And then with this, if it continues this uptrend pattern, it still has a lot of margin to recover, about 13%. So this could be an amazing swing trade. Last one, GoPro. GoPro is now showing signs of an uptrend. Support at $8, support at $8, trending above the 180-day EMA, if you guys can see that. A lot of consolidation happening at 820. Set your alerts for the break above 830 because this thing can, have with its previous resistance around 870 to 880. There we go. Offers anywhere from about 5 to, depending on where it is that you get in, 6% potential for profit. And this is for GoPro, multi-million-dollar company. So if this is something that you're comfortable with, something that you are comfortable investing in, then this could be huge, right? Especially if you're just getting your feet wet when it comes down to trading. Let's go ahead and cover these real quick. CY still showing some consolidation right around 1550. This one's trending down now. KEM had a pretty solid day, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. And then where's CENX? CENX was just ripping it all day yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And it's right here. Yeah, CNX is the one that had that huge push. Did not expect it to hit, above $16, and is having a little bit of a pullback today. So with that being said, just make sure that you guys are covering your profits. Make sure that you guys have a plan for everything that you guys choose to trade. Most likely, based on how I see XXII performing today or right now during market open, volume isn't very present. So if I can get anything close to 290. I'm going to most likely cover profits. We can see the MACD indicator trying to indicate somewhat of an uptrend, but if you can see, this is kind of all over the place. And I really don't like that pattern because it's really hard to identify what's most likely going to go on. So XXII, you guys waiting for the confirmation and the break above $7. AKS still trending up, trying to trend up, but it does have a resistance right around 550. BZUN trending down, $31 support. GoPro waiting for that confirmation and the break above 830 for a little bit more of a rally. But that's it, guys. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and see how much money you trade. I've talked about that before. I have over $30,000 in separate accounts. So I have my TD Ameritrade account. That one has a little bit over 5,000. And then I have my Fidelity account, which has a little bit over 27,000. Okay. All right, but that's really just it, guys. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. If you guys want to click the links down below, you guys can stay subscribed. Thank you again for 80,000 subscribers. We did upload a video if you're just getting started, talking a little bit more about why Robinhood is great for new traders. And then we do upload a series of daily videos, not just about investing in the stock market, but the different supercars, exotic cars that we own and stuff like that, and the different motorcycles for buying and reselling them for a profit, as well as buying and selling real estate and stuff like that. So we have a bunch of videos that we cover. Feel free to subscribe to the TechBuds team. Brad is our OTC stock group leader. Vin is our cryptocurrency group leader if you want to learn more about cryptocurrencies. Harley is the one that's going to be leading the Robinhood challenge, so feel free to subscribe to him if you haven't done so already. If you guys would like to work with me on a one-on-one basis, then you guys simply click the first link down in the description, and it will send you right on over to our lesson library. If you guys don't know what that is, feel free to click again the first link, and that will send you right on over to this lesson library, and you can learn a little bit more about what it is that I do, how it is that I can assist you and be a part of your success, especially if you're trying to learn, the stock market in a much more structured format. So with that being said, thank you guys again for all your time and your support. Like always, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.